Welcome to Learning Together Too. I am so glad that you're here. In this video, we are going to review rational and irrational numbers. Look, our Mojituti friend Andrew has come to help us. Hi, Andrew. Andrew, is 4/5 a rational number? That's okay, Andrew. Let's work it out together. Andrew, any number that can be written as an integer divided by another integer, not including 0, is a rational number. Andrew, if you need to review what an integer is, check out the whole numbers and integers video where our Mojituti friend John gives us a helping hand. Andrew, it is very important to remember that we cannot divide the first integer by 0. Andrew, is 4/5 a rational number? Yes, it is. Nicely done, Andrew. It is because we have an integer divided by another integer that's not 0. Andrew, if we divide 4 by 5, we get 8/10. Very good, Andrew. Andrew, can we say that 8/10 is a rational number? Yes, we can. Great job, Andrew. Andrew, 8/10 is a rational number because we can write 8/10 as 4/5, which is an integer divided by another integer that's not 0. Excellent, Andrew. Andrew, just by looking at 8/10, we might not be able to tell that we can write it as 4/5. That's right, Andrew. However, Andrew, we should be able to tell that we can express it as 8/10. Great job, Andrew. Andrew, it is important to keep in mind that most decimals can be expressed as fractions. Let's try it again. If you have the exercise book for this video, bring it out to work with it. Feel free to pause the video at any time as you follow along in the book. Andrew, is 2 1/5 a rational number? Remember, Andrew, if a number can be expressed as an integer divided by another integer that is not 0, it is a rational number. So, Andrew, can we express 2 1/5 as an integer divided by another integer? Yes, we can. Well done, Andrew. Andrew, if we express 2 1/5 as an improper fraction, we get 11/5. And since 5 is not equal to 0, we can say that 2 1/5 is a rational number. Excellent, Andrew. Let's try it again. Andrew, is 2 a rational number? Andrew, can we write 2 in the form of an integer divided by another integer that's not 0? Yes, we can. Very good, Andrew. Andrew, we can write 2 as 2 over 1. Well done, Andrew. Andrew, since 1 is not equal to 0, we can say that 2 is a rational number. Excellent, Andrew. Let's try it again. Andrew, is the square root of 4 a rational number? Andrew, the square root of 4 is equal to 2. Great job, Andrew. Andrew, we just saw that 2 can be expressed as 2 over 1. Nicely done, Andrew. And Andrew, since 1 is not equal to 0, we can say that the square root of 4 is a rational number. Excellent, Andrew. Andrew, there are numbers that cannot be expressed as an integer divided by another integer that's not 0. Those numbers are called irrational numbers. Andrew, is the square root of 3 a rational or irrational number? That's okay, Andrew. Let's find out. Andrew, the square root of 3 is equal to 1.73205080. Look, Andrew, the number just keeps going, but we've run out of room on our board. Let's leave it as 1.732050 and use an ellipsis to indicate that it keeps going on forever. Andrew, the square root of 3 is equal to a decimal that's non-terminating and non-repeating. That means that the number never ends and that there isn't a repeating pattern after the decimal point. Andrew, if the decimal number keeps going on forever without a repeating pattern after the decimal point, can we express it as a fraction? No, we cannot. Well done, Andrew. So, Andrew, is the square root of 3 a rational or irrational number? It's an irrational number. Very good, Andrew. Andrew, it's an irrational number because we cannot express it as an integer divided by another integer that's not 0. Excellent, Andrew. Let's keep going. Andrew, a lot of square roots are irrational numbers, but not all of them. Andrew, let's compare a few square roots and see if they are rational or irrational numbers. Andrew, can the square root of 9 be expressed as an integer divided by an integer that's not 0? Let's find out. Andrew, the square root of 9 is equal to 3, which is equal to 3 over 1. So, Andrew, we can say that the square root of 9 is a rational number. Nicely done, Andrew. Andrew, can the square root of 5 be expressed as an integer divided by an Integer that's not 0? Let's find out. Andrew, the square root of 5 is equal to 2.23606797774. Look, Andrew, we ran out of room, but the number keeps going. Andrew, the square root of 5 is a decimal that is non-terminating and non-repeating. Great job, Andrew. Andrew, let's write it as 2.23 with an ellipsis. Well done, Andrew. To indicate that it goes on forever. Andrew, we can say that the square root of 5 is an irrational number. Great job, Andrew. Andrew, can the square root of 16 be expressed as an integer divided by an integer that's not 0? Let's find out. Andrew, the square root of 16 is equal to 4, which is equal to 4 over 1. So we can say that the square root of 16 is a rational number. Nicely done, Andrew. Andrew, can the square root of 8 be expressed as an integer divided by an integer that's not 0? Let's find out. Andrew, the square root of 8 is equal to 2.8284271247. Look, Andrew, we ran out of room once more, but the number keeps going. Andrew, the square root of 8 is a decimal that is non-terminating and non-repeating. Great job, Andrew. Andrew, let's write it as 2.82 with an ellipsis to indicate that it goes on forever. Well done, Andrew. Andrew, we can say that the square root of 8 is an irrational number. Great job, Andrew. Andrew, the list goes on. Some square roots are rational numbers and others are irrational numbers. Andrew, it's important to know that any square root that is not a perfect root is an irrational number. Well done, Andrew. And Andrew, any square root that is a perfect root is a rational number. Great job, Andrew. Just remember, Andrew, if a number cannot be expressed as an integer divided by an integer that's not 0, then it is not a rational number. Excellent, Andrew. Andrew, there is a simple rule that helps us identify rational numbers. Andrew, a rational number can be in the form of P divided by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Very good, Andrew. Andrew, we have to have a very clear idea of what an integer is for the variables P and Q to make sense, and for us to know with what numbers we can substitute them. Remember, if you need to brush up on what an integer is, our Mojituti friend John will help us out. Andrew, any number we can express in this way is a rational number. Great job, Andrew. Andrew, when the number cannot be expressed in this way, then it is an irrational number. Excellent, Andrew. I think you've got it. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for upcoming videos. For more great videos, visit learningtogether2.com. If you already have the exercise book, continue with solving the problems, and thank you so very much for your support. But if you don't have it, get the exercise book that goes along with this video. Find the link below in the description or by visiting learningtogether2.com. You might also like to get Andrew or your favorite Mojituti character. To learn more, visit Mojituti.com. Please subscribe so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And don't forget to click on the like button. See you soon. Oh, by the way, are you a puzzle person? Find your puzzle at the Vista Puzzles. Scan the QR code or find the link below in the description or by visiting learningtogether2.com.